Hey there! Welcome to Middle Age Crazy, the show that proves being an adult doesn't have to suck. With your host, Chuck T.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. It's the Middle Age Crazy Podcast, the show that proves being an adult does not have to suck. I'm your host, Chuck T. Thanks for tuning in once again. We're here on the 1st and 15th of every month to help interesting people tell their incredible stories. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. We took last episode off. We had to honor my 17-year-old cat, Vinny, who passed away. We had to put him down roughly around the time we were supposed to start producing a new show, and it just didn't feel right to be going forward with that because Vin Man, like I said, he was 17 years old. He's been with me pretty much my entire adult life, moved across the country with me, 3 different states. Dude, he was a hell of a cat, hell of a personality, super fun, but it just wasn't looking good at the end. He started losing some mobility, was looking really old, and you could just tell it was time to go. So that's why we took a break, but we are back once again, and we got a dynamite show for you today. The wife is back. The wife is going off on all kinds of shit this week, so get ready. We can't forget the house cleaning stuff. Like I said, the 1st and 15th of every month is when the shows come out. Find us on social media at Middle Age Pod. The main platforms we do: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we could use the action. We need the follows, the retweets, the likes, all that bullshit. It seems like the world is turning because of social media, so we need your help out there. And tell a friend if you dig our show, tell a friend. If you need to send the show an email, middleagecrazypod@gmail.com. We check it every once in a while. We're not cave people. You can find us on all the podcast platforms. When in doubt, you can always check middleagepod.com. And don't be afraid to give us a phone call, 515-478-3412. We actually kind of tee up, a good scenario in this episode about why you might want to give a call. Because for some reason, my wife seems to think she's like Ann Landers or Loveline or Drew, what's his name, Dr. Drew, or just anyone that gives good information. Because I brought her on to talk about quarantine again, because I'll be honest, I totally fucked up this episode. I waited way too long to line up my next guest, and some things happened, and we couldn't make it happen. So the wife, I've gotten great feedback about the wife being on last time, so we brought her on again. I thought we were just going to be talking about COVID, quarantine life, but we cover the gamut of everything from playground equipment to water balloons to our stupid dog to the process for ordering groceries online with Hy-Vee. We're talking about all kinds of action. And as usual, she's got her own little twist to keep it interesting. So that's what's going on this episode. Don't have a whole lot more for you on the intro. We want to get right to the discussion. So without further ado, let's chat with my wife.
Talisha, 40-ish, Urbandale, Iowa. Quarantine day, not even sure anymore. The days run together, but it's been about 3 months.
Welcome back to the show. Excited to get a show going. It's been a while. We took a little break because we had to honor my man, Vinny, rest in peace. But we're back. And of course, I took way too long to line up a guest and it didn't really work out. And quarantine is still a hot topic. There's still a lot of people dealing with it. So I figured, let's bring back the wife, who got a lot of great feedback, baby. People have been enjoying you on the show. I brought back the wife, Talisha, to talk quarantine. Talisha, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You excited about this?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't look so excited. When did you first do quarantine? When did you get sent home?
Middle of March.
Middle of March. So now it's middle. It's yes. Middle of June.
It's almost been 3 months. It for sure will be another 3 months for sure, if not longer.
All right. Last time we checked in, we talked a lot about trying to keep the kid entertained, activities, people out there, out and about, maybe not taking it so seriously. But look at Memorial Day was huge. The states are opening up. Shit's ready to roll. What do you think? From the mom front, what do you think about that?
Well, I'm pretty disappointed about how quickly things opened. I was doing my Target pickup run where they run out to the car, driving past the store, driving past a restaurant, Cracker Barrel, packed. Your people love a Cracker Barrel. Your people love to go to a restaurant.
Love a restaurant, and we love a Cracker Barrel too.
Yes, you do. No mask, just rolling in with the grandparents, with the grandkids. Everybody's just packed in, and I just don't get it.
Well, it's June 13th is when we're recording this, so a couple of days before the show comes out, and I had to drop the dog off. You know, the dog needed a bath. When's the last time Benito had a bath?
Benito stinks, so it's been at least over a month because he needs to get his monthly VIP spa where he gets a facial and his little teeth brushed and gets his nails grinded, not trimmed because that could hurt him. So they grind his nails like if he was going to a nail salon. Which, by the way, your people are flooding the nail salons too.
Jesus Christ! But you're bagging on me about that, but then you're sending the dog to fucking get a mani-pedi for Christ's sakes.
Right, but they actually follow proper protocol. You check in the dog, everything's electronic online. They come out with their mask to pick him up, and they deliver him back fresh with their masks on.
Yeah, we use local company Bark Avenue, which it cracks me the fuck up that's their name is Bark Avenue. But they opened up a new one out on the west side. Is it considered Clive?
Does Iowa really have a west side?
Yes, we are on the west side. We are on the west
side.
We are on the west side of the city, and you know it. They didn't have a sign up. It took me a while to find it, but they're a pretty cool place to check out. They handle the dog pretty good. We're first-time dog owners. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, so we're still kind of figuring it out as far as how much money we want to piss away on this particular animal. You seem to have no problem pissing money away on this particular animal.
He needs to have a VIP spa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wanted to get the pool, a pool, and then just wash him in that.
No, he stinks enough. Pugs stink horrifically, and we don't need wet dog stink from his pool. So no pool.
All right, no pool for the pug, ladies and gentlemen. But we do have some pools outside now that it's nice out. I think we should talk about, because this ties into COVID, but it's also just a general kind of scenario at our house. Every summer, we seem to have a whole saga of pools, big blow-up pools. And I want to kind of set the stage, okay? Because my buddy Jared actually chimed in on this. He was asking our opinion. He's got a toddler. He's my buddy Jared that was on the show before, that edits TV. And he's like, hey, what's your guys' stance on the pools? Because he's got, I think his kid's like 1.5, something like that. And I'm like, don't go for all this blow-up bullshit right away. I remember a time, and I was happy with the little plastic circular pool when you were a little kid. No. You gotta get the motherfucker that blows up. It takes like, I don't know what, an hour to put air in it, and then you gotta fill it with water. You can hook hoses up. We got a pirate pool that you can hook hoses up to it. The cannon shoots. It's a water slide. Fucker pops all the time. Why do we keep doing that? How many pools have we had?
Well, we've had several pools, but hear me out on this. Apparently, toilet paper is not the only hot commodity on quarantine. You can't find a cool blow-up pool. So when I found one on Amazon, after refreshing about 60 times, I had to get it. So we also have a dinosaur pool, Dinosaurland pool, in addition to pirate pool. And I've jerry-rigged the duct tape and the pool patches to get the pirate pool back in its full glory. And Jared, you need to get a blow-up pool with a slide and a water feature.
No, give me a break. What happened to okay, so what are we doing with the dinosaur pool then?
Well, the dinosaur pool sucks. The dinosaur pool, I didn't realize it sucks, but it's for littler kids. So.
But did it pop?
Yeah, it doesn't really work very well. It's still here though.
I tried to fuck it and duck it, but it didn't really work with the duct tape, did it? No,
the duct tape didn't work. You have to have the patch and then the duct tape.
Okay, so
we only had one patch. It only comes with one tiny square patch.
And you chose to patch the other pool.
Yeah, the pirate pool.
I mean, people, I'm not kidding. It comes. You can fill up little freaking swords. It's got a water cannon you hook the hose up to in the front to spray water for. I mean,
she loves the pirate pool.
I know she loves the pool, but like half the shit we don't use
of entertainment in the pirate pool, and now we have the water balloon slide next to the pirate pool, so it's really like outdoor adventure land for her.
Yeah, so we kind of we're like we said last time, we're taking the quarantine a little more seriously than people around us, which is cool. Whatever, do your own thing. But
well, you really shouldn't do your own thing, but
yeah. Hey, at least we stayed away from
greater good. Gotta think about the greater good, people.
Yes, I know the greater good. Some people can be selfish, but that's not what we're not here to bag on.
Do you know New Zealand has no cases right now? None, because they did the right thing.
New Zealand's got their shit together though on a lot of fronts. I mean, they're pretty good conservationists from what I gather. And is that the island that you can't have any cats on?
I think you probably can have cats. They don't have any snakes, which is awesome.
I think they're banning cats too because cats have like wiped out so much indigenous life. Stray cats. Is it New Zealand?
I don't know if it's New Zealand. When I hit the lottery, though, probably tonight, more than likely tonight.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Yep, it's Saturday. We're going to move to New Zealand.
Sweet.
Prime Minister, woman.
Do you want to go tour all the sites where they made the Lord of the Rings movies?
Yes.
Okay. I've never seen any of those movies. Have you seen them? I can't remember.
I have seen the Lord of the Rings movies, yeah.
I haven't. I think they suck.
Your people usually like Lord of the Rings movies.
It's lame. There's only one return, and it's of the Jedi, not the King. Right, Randall? Anyway, getting sidetracked. Yes, New Zealand got their COVID together. That's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're talking about our backyard turning into a goddamn
Adventureland.
turning into a playground. So we have the bullshit pool, right? Whatever.
Well, the pirate pool, it's very cool. It has a slide, has water feature. We have the water balloon slide that you slide down into a pool of water balloons.
Now, I would like to get to that in a second, but
And we have the turtle sandbox.
we do have the turtle sandbox.
We have the playground.
And we also bought a playground that has a slide, 2 swings, and a little trapeze thing with a bench.
We have the water table.
Well, that's old. We've had that. So this,
And the soccer.
So this is all since quarantine.
Well, yeah. She doesn't have anywhere to go. They closed the parks. Can't play with any friends. She can't go to school. So we had to do something.
It's just, it's.
I probably held her too much.
I'm just telling you, it's a little out of control. I'll crack up. But let's talk about the water balloons. The water balloons, okay. It's a new era. The whole, you can get the bunches of the balloons together and spray up a whole bunch of them at once with the thing.
You can fill 100 balloons in 60 seconds.
Dude, they
100
suck.
balloons in 60 seconds.
But they suck. You can't, they start losing air. And if you blow
You don't
them
know
up-
how to do it right. You don't know how to do it right.
Okay, so you tell me you've been doing it properly since like the last few days when you guys were out there. So you were filling, tell me how to do it right then.
Yes, you have to take the water balloons and you screw them securely to the hose. And then you're supposed to fill them in water. And as they fill to the proper size, they just kind of pop right off into the water. And that's perfect.
See, none of them were popping right off. You had to kind of pull them off, and then they were, then some of them run out of air. I just thought they were kind of whack. And when you throw them, Olivia has hit me with 20 of them in the last week, and they all bounce off and they splatter. She's got me with 1. They don't splatter for
But
shit.
she's 3. She doesn't have a good throw.
Oh, they don't splatter for shit. I think they're kind of fucking whack.
Well, she loves water balloons. And right now upstairs, we have 86 packs of water balloons because I got the Mega Value set.
I noticed when I was going...
Because it's going fast. Quarantine. It's going fast.
I was
plan ahead.
I was cleaning the fishbowl today. Our 2-year-old beta named Blue.
Who's orange?
Blue's orange, yeah. But I was cleaning the fishbowl. I needed some paper towels, and I went in there and going through the mudroom, and I noticed in one of the cubes in the mudroom just a stack of fucking water balloon packs.
Yeah.
Where did those come from?
I grabbed a special, and I grabbed them before the crazy COVID people took all the toilet paper in the water balloon, so I stocked up. It's a block party special. It's 86 packs.
So we've had that for the last 3 months?
No. They just became available, and right when they had 2 left, I quick grabbed them.
Then what's COVID have to do with it?
We can't get them. They're not in stock. Like right now, if you go to Target and type in inflatable pool, they don't have any because people buy them up. So as soon as they get them in, you have to be on it. You got to be on it. It's almost like gambling, like a slot machine. You got to hit it when it's hot.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Got to get and I've got the toilet paper from Amazon that way, and I've got the paper towels because I just type in my keywords and I hit refresh like 25 times a day.
I don't want to get sidetracked, but it doesn't seem like paper towels and toilet paper are a big deal anymore. It seems like the supplies are there.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been in a building outside of our house since the 3rd week of March.
Jesus Christ. Really? Oh, yeah, because every time you went to get groceries with Olivia, you did the pull-up.
Yeah, March 20th was the last time I've been in a building outside of my house.
Holy balls. You're not missing much. Just gonna let you know. There's not much out there.
Well, the people out there are crazy, and so who knows? I could get killed by going to the freaking Costco because your people have lost their freaking minds.
Dude, there's a lot of Karens out there, man. cracking skulls. You got to watch out for Karens.
Right. I have my mask on and somebody might want to verbally attack me.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Okay. So we're getting sidetracked to
Adventureland outside.
Adventureland, Wacky Waters, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand, and I don't remember this because we had the conversation about slip and slides.
Yeah.
Should I tell my slip and slide story? Okay. Back when I lived in Minneapolis, before I knew my lovely wife.
612.
612, baby. I was over at my sister's house with her and her husband and one of their kids, and they broke out a slip and slide. And this was what? This had to have been 12, 15 years ago, something like that.
Had to be more than 12.
Shoot, I don't even know. Anyway, I was living by myself. I was single. I haven't even met you yet. And we spent the afternoon doing the slip and slide. And I was so fat and out of shape and beat up. I had a blind first date from someone I met on like Yahoo Personals or something. And I showed up and I had like a big limp and my back hurt or whatever. And I couldn't hide it. And she finally asked me what was wrong with me. And that was at the time when I was pushing 30. Or was I 30 by the time I met you? I can't remember. Because I went through that phase where I was like 30-ish, but I was trying to go out with as young as girls possible because I was going through a phase.
Because you're a mess.
Yeah. Anyway, so she was much younger than me, and she like pretty much laughed in my face, and I did not get a second date. The date was very short, and I'm like, I couldn't have looked that fucking old.
Mess.
Anyway,
Hot.
So that's the last time I've been on a slip and slide. And I don't remember them growing up or whatever, but they do a fucking number on your yard. Like, we had that fucker out once, and there's a strip of yellow grass in the backyard now. And the neighbors, they got that big ass one. It's fucking their whole backyard up. Why is that? But the pool doesn't if you move the pool around. That's what I don't get.
No, I don't really understand that one either.
But is it worth fucking up our yard so she can kind of slide into this thing?
Yeah, it's very fun. We like the slip and slide, the water balloon slip and slide. It's very fun.
Oh my God.
It's like an adventure, a backyard adventureland.
Did you see when I was getting her to slide down the slide and I'd throw water balloons at her when she was going down the slide? That was kind of tight.
Yes.
So it's literally turned into a backyard adventure. I can't remember how much of, I don't know if I've really talked about gardening on this show, but that's outside of, music, this, and just being a nerd. I would say gardening's a big hobby of mine. And we really tried to transition. Normally it's a bunch of peppers and tomatoes because she loves the tomatoes. And we both like the peppers. I make hot sauce, whatever. But the kid and I started a bunch of seedlings inside. First time ever, and transitioned out. And man, not much made it, but Olivia seems to be kind of interested in it at least.
Well, Olivia loves Buddy Radish, the one radish that she's growing in the plastic tub.
Oh, yeah. Tell them about that. That radish is getting huge.
Yeah. It might be one of the biggest radishes ever. She could probably enter it into the fair, but of course, we probably won't have a fair this year.
And
they better not do a fair this year.
Oh, they're going to do a fair. This is the second time in a row Ed's called, but I've been in the middle of something, so I haven't been able to answer the phone.
You better call your dad back.
I will.
After this. You better call your dad back after this.
He's going to want to talk about the coins that my dad's got these older coins that he seems to think are worth a lot of money, so he's been sending them to me to put on eBay, and I've been looking them up, and they're not really worth a whole lot of money, so I'm not sure what to do with them yet.
Ed is very nice.
I know.
Just give a call.
I know. He's going to want to ask about the coins. Anyway, we're gotten so sidetracked. I like the fact that she kind of seems... Do you think she seems interested in the gardening stuff?
Yes. I think she's very much interested in the gardening, which helps since every day for her is pretty much the same day. Over and over like Groundhog's Day. Watch TV when mommy has a call. Come downstairs. Watch TV downstairs when I have a more important call than you have, and going back and forth. So it just breaks up the day for her.
Hold on. I'm sending edit text to let him know I'm going to call him.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right. Just the fact that I'm texting my father blows my mind just because of how technological inept he is. FaceTime, text. It's kind of crazy. I mean, dude's pushing 80.
Ed's getting with the times.
He's pushing 80. Anyway, we're trying to mix it up this year with the vegetables. I got the only thing that really came out are some pole beans, which you guys have not eaten the bean. I've picked some. You haven't eaten any yet because they're already coming in. And we got a decent couple of cucumbers, but everything else is, we got a...
Did you say the eggplant's coming in?
Yes, I bought an eggplant on complete accident. And so I planted it. The eggplant's coming in pretty good too. But we have, what did I tell you? How many? Okay.
15?
Yeah, we have 15 tomato plants and like 12 or 13 pepper plants going on right now. And then we got the eggplant, which is pretty cool. And I felt pretty slick. I was doing the pruning. I was, pruning trying to get the tomatoes to grow a certain way. Because, I've been watching a lot of...
Is that when you cut yourself?
Yeah. When did I cut myself? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago. I thought you had to go to the hospital.
No, but you could see, like, I almost took off a nub of my pinky finger. I was out pruning the tomatoes, which I'm a big fan of this guy on... Speaking of New Zealand and Australia area, the Australian guy, Self-Sufficient Me, he's got a webpage or a YouTube account, and I've been learning a lot of gardening tips from him because he's hilarious. I've been learning how to prune through his videos, and I was pruning some of the things off, and it looked pretty bad. I had to come it would not stop bleeding for, I don't know.
I never am going to go to Australia because you get off the plane, pretty much everything in Australia will kill you instantaneous.
I know.
I'm not going.
I kind of want to go, and I kind of don't.
No, I'm not going.
I remember when a buddy and I got the book to see, we were kind of toying with the idea of studying abroad. And I remember, and I was looking at it. And
really, Country Club Squared?
You're gonna play that card? Yeah.
Country Club Squared. Two country clubs.
Yeah. I wanted to
go abroad for a quarter to Australia.
It's not like I was like, oh, I got to go backpacking through Europe. Oh, and find myself. Whatever, piss off. I didn't go because they didn't really have, because, I was trying to have you forget, I was trying to be a media professional, an audio video.
How did that go?
A media professional.
How did that go, Loaded? How did that go?
And they didn't have much for classes at the spots, so I'm not ready to tell the story about radio, about how my radio career has been ruined. I try to add it as an incentive to when I was trying to start a segment in the very beginning, because I'm not going to lie, the one main thing that's disappointed me about this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've been off to a good start. I think we've gotten some good guests, and we don't get a ton of listens, but we've got more than I expected right out of the box. And, we get a lot of support. I have a hotline for people to call in and say dumb shit, and I want to play them on the air, and no one calls in. Because, when I'm listening to Ralph Report, that's like when I get played on the Ralph Report podcast, I'm usually pretty excited for the day.
You have people call in and ask questions about COVID and quarantine.
Ask who? You and me? What the fuck do we know about it?
I know a lot about it.
Oh, you just want to...
I know a lot. I can answer the questions.
So call 515-478-3412 if you want Talicia's opinion on COVID. Because
I will steer you right.
It's not.
Don't go to Cracker Barrel.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, where the fuck was I going with this?
Gardening, Self-Sufficient Me.
Oh, even after that, you got me all off a track.
Sorry.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Shoot, I really don't know where we're going with this.
You were talking about outdoor extravaganza.
It doesn't really matter. We were talking about the gardening and kind of got sidetracked. Anyway, it's kind of cool that I think it's kind of cool the kid is at least slightly into the gardening. I mean, she doesn't really know what's going on quite yet, but I think she's going to dig it, once everything comes in.
Yeah, she likes to put the vegetables in the basket. And good thing is she's a very good eater. She likes veggies. She likes fruits. She likes snacks too, but it's a balance. You don't want to be like a psycho and not let her ever have anything.
No, I think, and she's got a good appetite. I think she's got a good curiosity. Which is nice. Now, the thing is, she'd eat anything, but now if she doesn't eat anything, it's just because she's being an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because it doesn't taste good. It's just because I want to fuck with mom and dad.
Yeah. She's good. She's grown fast. It's been pretty amazing to see how kids change and how they change so quickly. I didn't expect her to have quite the reaction she did to the passing of Vinny, and really feeling so sad about that.
Yeah, she keeps mentioning it and just bringing him up every once in a while.
Yeah, she sometimes she says he's still going to come back from the doctor because he's sick, and then the other day she just says she's sad because she really misses him.
Yeah, she freaked out when I took Lola to the doctor.
She because she didn't think she was coming back home.
Yeah, so let me paint another picture. Vinny the cat, 17 years old, we put him down. I mention it now because I have no idea. I haven't done the intro to the show yet, so I don't even know if I'm bringing Vince up on the intro or not. But here's a cat that never really had any health problems until the end and just kind of went downhill pretty quick, couldn't move a whole lot, whatever. But he had problems walking, but he was still in fairly good spirits. But now we got Lola, who this is the third or fourth time she's had cancer. Something like that.
I think the fourth, because she had the kitty breast cancer twice. She had to have all the teats removed on one side.
Yeah.
She's lopsided.
This fucking cat. Oh my God.
She had the fatty liver. She almost starved herself when I moved in because she's crazy.
She didn't like you and your cat. Anyway, but I'm not. Anyway, we now have I have my other cat. She's 18 years old, I think. I'm not sure. Running around like she's freaking 5 years old, but she has a mast cell tumor the size of a freaking quarter growing on the side of her neck. And since she's old and she's had surgery a bunch of times, I don't want to put her down again or whatever. But if you know anything about mast cell tumors, every once in a while they kind of pop.
They burst.
And so she's been walking. I took her to get cleaned up because the side of her neck literally exploded. It was pretty gross. But and I can't believe they want to cut her open again. And the thing is huge. And I'm like, no. I mean, this is going to be the last ride. So I can't cut that cat open again.
Yeah.
But she's running around like a million. Whoa. Just knock the microphone over, okay? I mean, your kid already drops the fucking mic all over the room.
She thinks she is a star.
Yes, I got some videos. The videos are her dancing a Prince and then just like trying to make songs up and stuff. I like how she makes songs up. Anyway, yeah, it stinks that Vinny's gone. Lola's not going to make the year, is my guess, but
that cat is going to make the year. She is like indestructible.
We'll see.
Old decrepit cat.
We'll see. But Benito, I think, what are we, a year into this dog?
Yeah, a year in July.
I think we got him down. I think we got it down now, but it took a while. Like it really took a while to figure out how to own a dog because especially a freaking pug because they're so goddamn weird. He won't shit in our yard unless it's an absolute emergency, so I have to walk him.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Let me see how much time we got. Wow, we've been doing this over 20 minutes.
Do you want to talk about my cookies?
My
cookies are pretty good.
Okay, let's talk about your cookies. Why have you started baking cookies? Because somebody that has a problem with their weight, me, has a problem with
I'm not a delicate flour myself.
I know, but I've been battling a weight issue where I've been trying to lose weight and I have a cholesterol issue and possible sugar issue, all this crap. Out of nowhere, you and the kid just start making bomb-ass cookies.
She loves cooking, and I'm not really a baker. In fact, usually I make pretty disgusting baked goods, but I have to practice because eventually she'll go to school. You have to do the, what is it, PTO, PTA, what? PT something. And schools, where they do the bake sales.
Oh, yeah, Parent Teacher Association.
Yeah. You have to do that. And you have to do that, like, bake stuff. And so I'm practicing, and I got a master recipe down right now. I think that my peanut butter chocolate caramel cookies, and I don't even really like sweets, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. But it's making life difficult because I've worked pretty hard the last, 6 months. Are we keeping you up? I've been working hard the last handful of months to lose some weight and change my diet. And then we get into quarantine. I've put all the fucking weight back. I'm fat as shit right now.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I haven't weighed myself in 2 months.
You should probably do that.
No.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I need to suck it in. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, Hy-Vee, pick shit up. They got to quit accidentally giving me regular Mountain Dew or I won't make it out alive.
Yeah, that's true. That is something that's a little frustrating when speaking of quarantine. I appreciate the, grocery pickup at Hy-Vee and at Target, but the substitution needs a level of improvement. There needs to be a level of a process improvement with the substitution process at the Hy-Vee. So when they say we will substitute something closely, when you are ordering Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, the substitution can't be regular Mountain Dew. Like, that's not logical. Or when you are ordering P.F. Chang's sesame chicken, the substitute shouldn't be like a Bertelli's like chicken Alfredo pasta. Like, something's wrong with the person substituting. I think maybe they had a trip to Colorado and they maybe are loaded and they're just picking up anything.
Or there is no infrastructure around it. What if they added the infrastructure? Because here's the deal. I think you would. How is she awake already? She went down for a nap a half hour ago.
Lay down, Livy. It's still nap time.
Okay, maybe that worked. Is it because I wonder if it's because they don't. Every time you do it, they don't have a direct connection to what's in the store. Because to me, it seems like, okay, if everything that you want to order should have one or two options if it's not there.
Well, it shouldn't be available if it's not there. That's a part that I don't understand from a process improvement standpoint. We're in a day, an era, where I can take a picture of a check with my phone. The money's instantaneously in my account, and then I can literally scan something or click something on my phone and pay with Apple Pay and get it delivered next day delivery. And you're telling me that the Hy-Vee grocery system doesn't have something down pat where it knows the inventory? It's if somebody picked it in their cart, they should know, oh, we had 4, now we have 3.
Hey, keep in mind, they got all the gas station pumps got hacked last year too, so they must have some sort of a data problem. I don't know. For being the big dog in here in central Iowa, I would expect a little more. But don't get me wrong, I still love your brats, Hy-Vee.
And I appreciate your service. I appreciate the service. I just don't, you need to work on that substitution process.
Yeah, that's just an infrastructure IT thing, and it doesn't surprise me they haven't put a bunch of money into that. Because I want, are you there yet? Is the world at a place yet where when you order online, the store you're going to pick up from needs to have exactly, this is still kind of an early phase, I think, of the technology of coming and picking it up and shit.
Well, if they don't figure out like a vaccine or something soon, the 4th of July is going to hit right before we know it. And these foolish people are going to be out partying at the Lake of the Ozarks, and it's going to skyrocket like it did after Memorial Day, because everybody's saying it's because of the protest. No, because it's like 2-3 week delay, so it's because of Memorial Day. So yeah, they better figure it out, because until we get that, we're going to be in this world for a little while.
I can't wait to go back to work. And you know me, I don't enjoy going anywhere, doing anything, and I'm dying to go back to work. Talk about you have done a couple cool things with the kid. Talk about the truck picnic Chick-fil-A thing that you guys did.
Oh yeah. So I finally got comfortable enough to do a pickup from the Chick-fil-A. They have a great process, and they got some things together. So I now go back to Chick-fil-A since they've got their minds right now. So we order online. Pay online. I don't go through the drive-thru. I think that's still too risque. And so I go to the special parking lot, and you just send a picture of what stall you're in, and they come out with their gloves and masks and deliver you your food. And so we met up with another mom friend that I have here in the Iowa. And we parked our cars socially distanced apart and popped our backs open, and we had a socially distant picnic with the kids. And Olivia just loved that. So the kids were blowing bubbles back and forth. They were yelling to each other, showing each other toys, making pictures and showing each other. And she really liked that. In fact, on the way home, that was her buddy Sawyer. She was crying on the way home. I want to go back, Mom. I need him.
I need him.
I love him. I need him.
Mommy, I need you.
I need him. I need him.
Oh my God.
We're going to do another socially distant picnic soon.
Were you going to go somewhere else? Or are you just going to keep giving the money to the women haters at Chick-fil-A?
No, they've gotten their minds right.
Have they? I don't know.
They made some changes.
I don't know if they have, but
I think they have. It's a good chicken sandwich. I think they have.
You know my stance that it's the best chicken sandwich in the world. It's such a good chicken sandwich. It makes me forget I'm a Democrat for 30 minutes. But you can't. It's one of those things. Who knows if they? I don't know if they.
No, I would not eat at Chick-fil-A if I didn't eat there for a while, long while. But they've started to make some changes.
Well, there's too much shit. It's just kind of like now I saw, and I don't even want to get this in the political thing, but it's kind of like you can now choose where you want to go for your home improvement stuff based on where campaign finance is going. Where Lowe's, I guess, just donated a bunch of money to Black Lives Matter, while the former owner of Home Depot gives Trump money. So it's like, that's where we're at now. You're picking where you're going to buy your fucking tiling. Based on
Well, I'm certainly not going to buy tiling that supports 40 frickin' 5. Okay. Fuck Home Depot.
Oh, God. Okay, fuck Home Depot. Chick-fil-A, you're cool.
Chick-fil-A made some changes.
Okay, keep it on the straight line. Anyway, so that was kind of tight that you guys got out and did that.
Yeah.
What about...
And we mail back and forth letters now to our other little friend. We mail back and forth worksheets and letters. And Olivia is really into creating cards. She wanted to create a card for her cousin Sam, and so she mailed him a card, mailed Grandma a card. But it's been fun doing the worksheets with Malika, so we go back and forth in the mail. And since they're in Urbandale too, usually it's just a one-day turnaround. She gets excited to get the mail. And then I will put in a plug for your friends that have little kids. There's a company called Little Passports, and I was skeptical, but I got a trial subscription, and every month Olivia gets a package from Little Passports, and it's something from around the world, and that's proven to be really fun too.
And what was the Paw Patrol shit you guys were doing today?
Oh yeah, OutSchool. So somebody hit me up to this thing called OutSchool, and it's on Zoom, and they're like usually 30-minute sessions for her age, like 3. And so we did Paw Patrol Calling All Pups, Paw Patrol Calling All Pups 2, and Paw Patrol Counting in Shapes. And it's 30-minute classes. The kids get to bring their pups and do show and tell. And the little teacher asked them, what pup is this? And she loves it. I am so surprised. It's very engaging and interactive. She loves the OutSchool session. So I might try Space Yoga's coming up. We might sign up for that because I got a coupon.
The fuck is Space Yoga?
Space Yoga. So it's yoga for little kids, and she was in yoga at school.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, she was in yoga, basketball, and soccer, and drama, and music at school. So she misses her activity. She was a very busy girl before, to go from that to nothing, pretty much. Oh, other than I will give another shout out to Pied Piper Kinder Music. Definitely something you want to do with your kids if you have an interest in music. So we do that still virtually every Saturday morning. We do our virtual music class with our friends.
So when are we going to open the floodgates and get back out there? I mean,
what do you mean?
Like when, when do you think we can start actually living a normal life again? Like quasi. I mean, we're going to have to be wearing masks, I think, probably for the rest of the year. But I mean, I'm not living the rest of my life like that. I mean, there's something on the horizon, right?
Well, until there's a cure or a vaccine or some treatment, no, we're not just going to get out there Lake Ozark it. No.
Well, I wouldn't Lake Ozark it in a normal time, but we have to send the kid back to school because she's obviously regressing in certain areas. She's not super social, hasn't played with anybody, play with anyone in months.
No, I know.
So when do we? I don't even know when we do it.
Well, I've been communicating with her new school on a regular basis, and I feel comfortable with their protocol. I'm still not ready to send her there yet, but they have a very tight protocol, and I'm very encouraged that one of the students there, their mother, is a doctor specifically with the Mercy hospital system here.
Yep.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
In infectious diseases. And so they consult with her ongoing, but there's a very strict protocol. They've had no cases in school, and they have pretty tight, even with their staff. This is not a place that hires, no offense, 20-year-olds. Yeah. Everybody at that school has a teaching degree for early education. And even talking with the director there, she has reassured me several times that right now the entire staff there leads very boring lives because they realize, just how serious the situation that we're in, and their roles are critical. So soon we'll send her, but unfortunately the second spike is happening.
Yeah, I think by the time we hit 4th of July is going to tell us a lot. I think the next 2 weeks are going to be pretty telling. But here's what I'm worried about. What if the spikes are moderate, right? People are like, oh, it's not too bad. And then you go on the 4th of July and everyone's just like, fuck it, freedom, America, fuck yeah. And they go out and do everything. And that's what spikes it. It's it always seems like there's going to be an opportunity for the general public to fuck us.
Yeah, no, I know. And companies are starting to roll. A lot of companies are starting to roll people back into the office. And it will be very interesting to see how they do that, because how can you socially distance an office of, 2,000 employees, 5,000 employees, 10,000 employees.
Well, like I said, I ran into one of our neighbors when I was out walking dipshit here today, and he works for a very large company downtown, and thousands of people work there, and they said that their social distancing is 4 people to an elevator. You literally have to stand in the corner and stare at the fucking corner of the elevator. That's the process right now. You can't look at people in the elevator.
But that's the thing. You are not, realistically, you can't even probably get, your cap is going to be 50% of the population. And you look at somebody, for example, myself, and I'm very grateful because my company is operating very conservatively. They are putting the employees' health first, and they're also taking especially a high notation to people that could be in high risk. I fall into the high risk category because I have high blood sugar. And so we're home at least until Labor Day, at least through Labor Day. They've already made that declaration. But when you think about it, if Labor Day turns into the end of the year, well, I will have been at home now 3/4 of the year. At what point in time is this the new normal?
Just fuck it. You can work from home.
Yeah. So I think until we get even after we get the vaccine, I think there will be more options on the table for people.
Well, my company's not as big, and we want to go back in July. And first they got the vibe. There's like, who wants to come back? And there's a decent amount, but it's like, here's the thing. Let's say,
but you got to be careful with that, because let's think here. So now some of the people are like, yeah, I can come back. That's fine. Maybe I'm ants in the pants at home. But some of the fools that are saying, oh, I'll come back because they're like, no, it's not even real. I drank some Clorox and I feel just fine. And they're the fools at Cracker Barrel in the Ozarks that you come back and within 3 weeks you could have an outbreak.
I know, but that is true. But that's not the point I was trying to make. For example, the corner I sit at and work, we only have 150 people or whatever, but from what I heard, the corner, it's 4, 7, it's like 8 or 9 people in our corner. Every one of us said yes. And so what's the point of bringing all of us and we're all sitting next to each other?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So, it's going to take patience. That's all it's going to take to get this shit figured out. I know I'm crawling the fucking walls. I'm done with it. Yeah, I'm so fucking over it. I can barely contain myself.
Well, yeah, quarantine sucks, but the opposite of quarantine is death. So and I know that's not for everybody. And that's the part almost that's hard is people are like, oh, I just lost my taste, and that's fine. So woo, Ozarks. But that's one person.
Oh, I know.
For that one person, they could have come in contact with 50 people. And of those 50 people, 5 of them could be a high-risk people that now are on ventilators.
No, I get it.
Even if they recover, they're, critically ill. And they haven't done enough research even on kids to know truly what is the long-term effect in children. Because they came out first and were like, it doesn't even matter for kids. Then they're like, well, we thought it didn't matter, but actually there's something called COVID toes and bad circulation, and toes are turning purple and black, and we don't know if that's permanent.
The fuck are COVID
toes? COVID toes for kids. Then and fingers, extremities.
Oh my God.
Well, then they were like, oh, that's not too bad. But then they were like, well, actually, we thought all these kids were dying of like this toxic shock, which is really rare. And we thought, well, this is funny that it's just spiking. And then we realized all those kids tested positive for COVID. So every day they're like, well, we thought this, but that. And I'm not going to gamble on, well.
It seems like if America got on the same page and did what it should have done, which,
like New Zealand,
but that's not how we roll. Because we're a land of individualists, which is one of the reasons why I like here, but one of the reasons why I find it frustrating. Since we didn't
had strong leadership,
since we did
bit better.
Well, that's
any kind of leadership.
I think that's painfully obvious.
Any type of leadership.
I think it's painfully obvious he's a dipshit. You made me lose my train of thought. Okay, I'm not even editing this stuff out. Normally, I would edit this stuff out, like when I'd screw up. But I want people to know that you're the one that's fucking me up on this.
Oh, blame me. Blame the black girl. Why don't you?
Oh, we're really gonna go there? Stop. Since we
think you're the boss of me, Charles?
Oh, Jesus.
Do you think you're the boss of me?
Oh my God.
Because you are a white man. Do you think you're the boss of me? Oh my God,
this is getting out of control. Settle down. I don't even know where I was going. Yeah, since we didn't shut it down for a couple weeks, the cat's out of the bag. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's an answer now because since every area, every person, everyone handled it differently. I don't think it's almost now it's part of life and we have to find a way to deal with it until it gets fixed. This is because everyone fucked it up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have a vaccine or something soon, or at least something that will treat it.
But here's the problem.
When I say soon, I mean like next year, early next year.
And it just stinks that all those people, it was because people, and I get it, you don't want people to lose their small business, their any kind of business, right? But I know some friends that have small businesses, they got screwed in that bailout, didn't get a lot of money. So it's even when we tried to help, we fucked up plenty of people over. But that's America. Fuck yeah, right?
America.
Yeah. Anyway, this is getting completely out of control. Let's wrap this up, okay? Because believe it or not, we've been talking almost an hour. Last time we kept it like 20 minutes or so. So yeah.
Well, you can edit.
Once again, my dear, my love, it's been such a pleasure getting your honest, raw feedback on things.
Thank you. So call and leave your questions about COVID. I will be happy to answer anything that you have about COVID, outdoor playing toys for children, activities. I will share the cookie recipe if anybody's interested.
Okay, you heard it, folks. Give us a call if you want to talk to the wife. 515-47...
Or any general advice I can give you.
Can I give the phone number?
Oh, sure.
515-478-3412. That's the phone number if you want to call and get my wife's
tips from Talisha.
Tips from Talisha, or
tips and tidbits from T.
Oh my God! Or just her opinion on COVID because she has no medical experience.
I probably should be a doctor.
Yep.
If I didn't have an aversion to blood, I would be.
That's probably a huge problem. Be a podiatrist. They just work with feet.
That's gross.
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way either. So if you're a podiatrist and I'm making fun of you, tough shit. You work with feet. It's not my fault.
I don't want to work with feet.
Anyway, that's all we got for the show. So next time, I got a couple cool guests planned. I've been trying to get my friend Amy on the show. She's a real life radio jock. She does it for a living. She didn't ruin her career in her 20s like I did. And I've got some other musician friends I've been talking to. So we've got some good ideas. But if you need anything from the wife, you know what the number is.
Yes. And I can really give you counseling on any time. I'm pretty much a life coach. So
Jesus Christ. Okay. 515-478-3412. Call my wife if you got a question. The show's over. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Middle Age Crazy, the show that proves being an adult doesn't have to suck. Brought to you by moonsaltmusic.info. Underground and independent hip-hop for the old heads. Free downloads available now. All show inquiries can be sent to middleagecrazypod@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at middleagepod. Call us at 515-478-3412. Ask for Janice. Middle Age Crazy is a Greg Valentine and Clarence J. Washington production.